If you're thinking about buying or selling your first ever property, or maybe if it's your 100th property and you're not super familiar with the process, keep watching because there's a very specific term you should definitely be aware of. It's what we call post-possession. Mo, what does post-possession mean? You're watching the right video. Now, a post-possession is very similar to a sale leaseback or like a rent back or a post-closing occupancy. It's basically when the seller of a property decides to continue to stay in the property even after the closing. And you might be wondering, when does that ever even make sense? Unless you actually think about it a little bit further. Let's say, for example, you want to make an offer on a property that about 100 other people want to make an offer on, but you don't really need to move into that property right away because you have a very flexible closing timeline. That might be a way for you to make your offer stand out by letting the seller know, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Homeowner, or Mr. or Mrs. Seller, here's my offer. Guess what? I will allow you to have post-possession of this property for a certain number of months after closing, which means the seller feels more comfortable knowing they have a little bit of time to move out or buy their next property or whatever it is that they need to be doing to be able to move on to the next chapter